Hey everybody, this is Andrew coming to you on October 9th, and I'm here today to talk about sleep and weight gain. Mainly, why when you don't get enough sleep do you put on all this weight? And I have three pretty good studies that are going to help kind of illuminate why that happens. Two of them are very alike, and they tried to simulate getting less than 5 or 4 hours of sleep a night, 5 straight days, which would simulate a work week. Monday through Friday. If you're not getting enough sleep, what are you going to look like on Saturday morning? Pardon me. And what they found was that participants' energy burning was slightly higher in the low sleep group, and the energy consuming was slightly higher too, anywhere between 3 and 500 calories per day when you're not sleeping enough. They did find too that when you're not getting that good sleep, you are generally eating less at each meal, so breakfast, lunch, dinner, and during your snacks. But they did see that after dinner, it was not even close. It was here and here for post dinner snacks. Some people consuming up to 1,000 extra calories after dinner. And this is really interesting just because we're kind of getting an idea that by not getting enough sleep, we require more calories, but by also not getting enough sleep, we're not going to jump at the idea of more physical activity. We're not going to park further away and walk further to get into our store. We're probably going to sit in our car and drive around a little bit extra. We're not going to take Fido on a nice long walk. We're probably going to let him run around in the yard. We're not going to be jumping at the opportunity to help out our spouse with some chores. We're probably going to put it off until later on. And so it's like the snowball effect where I'm being less and less physically active and I'm eating the same, if not a little bit more calories. And so very slowly that snowball is getting bigger and bigger. And the other study, which is a really cool one by Sanjay Patel et al., followed at over 16 years, followed about 78,000 women, and they found some pretty cool stuff. 10% of that 78,000 put on 15 kilograms, which is about 32, 33 pounds, over that 16 years. Now, those who slept 7 to 8 hours had no increased risk of receiving that extra weight. Those who slept 6 hours had a 12% increased risk of putting that on. So a slightly higher risk, but nothing too huge. But those sleeping 5 or less hours had a 32% more likely to put on that 15 kilograms. So basically, if you're getting enough sleep, you probably won't put that on. If you're getting slightly less than adequate sleep, you might put that on. And if you're just chronically underslept, meaning that's just how you live, you're more than likely going to put that weight on. So some of the reasons that they pointed to, where your hormones are kind of getting all disrupted, a lot of your hypothalamic pituitary functions, those are tied to energy balance and metabolism. They're very strongly tied to your circadian rhythms and your sleep regulation. So you start messing with your sleep schedule and your internal clock, you're going to kind of have some negative side effects in the form of weight gain. The disruption of that clock can have important metabolic effects. In mouse models, it leads to obesity and metabolic dysfunction. Again, mouse models they're not humans, but when it comes to sleep, we all need sleep. It's a very good predictor. And then fatigue produced by limiting sleep reduce the physical activity and thus energy expenditure. So basically, if you need 2,000 calories when you get enough sleep, if you don't get enough sleep and you eat that same 2,000 calories, chances are you're not being as physically active, so you're not helping with chores, you're not taking Fido for a long walk, you're not, parking far away from the department store so that you have a nice long. You're going to be looking for ways to essentially be lazy. And so if you are eating that same amount of calories, but you're avoiding that physical activity, not even exercise, just physical activity in general, you're going to be starting to put some of that away. And so a lot of these findings really just highlight the importance of sleep in making good decisions, essentially. You're not going to be reaching for those late night snacks, so to speak. You're going to be eating more during the day, you're going to be making better choices throughout the day, and that is going to lead to more sleep too. Um, so some of the things that I have two hacks, basically two ways that I get lots of sleep, because I like my 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. My wife, she's pregnant right now, she's in like the 8 to 9 hours of sleep, because like, just give me a break from life. And that is one of the benefits of sleep, is getting that break from life. But the two things that I like to use is, we don't have a TV or screens in our bedroom. You know, we come up to bed, we lay in bed, and we go right to sleep. It took a long time to get that way. I don't even like to read books. You know, when it's time to go to sleep, it's time to go to sleep. And the second thing is just limiting screen time. You know, I know a lot of people who need to put on movies and TV to fall asleep at night, and that might be working against you in the long run. Now, I know I know cutting that out is like, could be nearly impossible. You know, I might as well be asking you to, you know, lift your house over your head. But food for thought, just some food for thought. So things to consider, things to take away from this is that basically you don't get enough sleep, you're probably not going to want to be more physically active, and you're probably going to want to reach for more food. And not only that, but over the long haul, you're more likely to put on a significant amount of weight. So all some really good takeaways. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'm happy to answer them, and have a great day.